Today we're going to look at text structure on page 28 in the Grab and Go. In text structure, what we're looking at is we want to be able to compare and contrast the structure and text features of two or more text. And then we're developing the skill of analyzing how the author organized the text using structure and text features in order to develop the central idea. So we need to know interpret, understand the meaning of, and text structure, how the information within a written text is organized. So text structure is not new to you. You've been using this before. And we're going to look at some of the basic types of text structures. And we have description, to tell about something. So dogs are domesticated. They have 4 legs and are covered with fur. One of the important things I want you to look at are signal words for description. Signal words is like one example, also another to show in addition. So as you're reading the text and you're trying to figure out what is the text structure, these words would be a clue. And here would be a good graphic organizer for description, just a nice idea web. So if you want to sketch a quick idea web for that. For order and sequence, also known as chronological order or time order sequence, it's to show events or procedures in time order. A dog is born in a litter and grows to an adult. So it's telling you where it starts and how it changes over time. Some signal words for order and sequence would be first, second, next, later, then, before, finally. So 2 graphic organizers that would work would be arrows pointing at what happens next or a timeline. Both of those would be good graphic organizers for order and sequence. When we're looking to compare and contrast, it would be to show how 2 things are alike and different. Dogs bark while cats meow. So signal words when we're looking for compare and contrast would be like, also, similar, different, to, as well as, however, in contrast. My favorite graphic organizer for compare and contrast is a table where you would list one thing on one side, the other on the far side, and then what they have similar in the middle. A Venn diagram is a popular compare and contrast graphic organizer. For cause and effect, to show what happened and what caused it to happen. Dogs can do tricks if they are trained. Signal words would be so that, which caused, for this reason, in order to, and since. So as you're reading along, you're trying to figure out what type of text structure it has. These signal words could help you say, this is cause and effect. Some good graphic organizers for cause and effect would be an arrow pointing to a box, or it might be that there's multiple causes that make one effect. It could also be that there's a one effect and it has multiple, or one cause that has multiple effects. And the last one that we're going to look at is problem and solution. To tell about a problem and solution, people who are blind can be helped by trained dogs. So some signal words for problem and solution: problem, concern, solve, prevent, so that, the answer is, one reason is. Problem, solution, and cause and effect really share those same graphic organizers. An arrow pointing to something else happening, having a box with then things coming out of it. So we're not just looking as 5th graders at these text structures, but what we need to be able to do is compare and contrast the text structures and text features of 2 or more text. So it may come across on the surface if you read a biography, and in addition to the biography, you read an informational piece about how something is discovered. In the end, those 2 pieces might coincide with one or more of these text structures, and you'll need to be able to point out how. The other thing that we want to look at is purpose. Why use these different text structures? So when we are looking at description, why would an author use description? The author wants to simply inform about a topic. That's when we would use description. When we're looking at time order sequence, this would be when an author wants to inform where time order is important. In a person's life would be a time when time order would be important and you would need information. when we are looking for comparing and contrasting, why would an author choose to compare and contrast? They want to inform or persuade about the differences or possibly similarities. And then when we're looking at cause and effect, a reason that an author would choose this text structure would be to inform about the reasons why or the results of an event. And finally, looking at problem and solution, what will be the purpose of this text structure? It would be to persuade or inform about both problems and solutions. Now, you'll notice that in all of these, entertaining wasn't really the purpose of any of these because this would be for nonfiction, not for fiction. We are looking at in informational text, how is it structured?